I hate to say it, but your days are all about to be ruined because we're covering Steven Crowder. Now, I don't oftentimes like covering this dude because lately the format of his content has become really, really hard to respond to. He's doing a lot of these like 40 to an hour long videos that are really, really difficult to respond to. They're usually like out on the street. He's interviewing people or doing like one of his change my mind things. And it's really, really hard to respond to that when you do what I do. But he came out with a video a couple days ago. It might have actually been like yesterday, June 30th. Okay, so it's been a little bit. Wait, June? Wait, what? If I go to his videos, this is... What has happened to his upload schedule? Is most of his content going up on Blaze TV or whatever the fuck he works for now? I thought this is a channel that uploaded daily. Do you guys have any idea how effective this channel would be? I mean, it would be a nightmare, but how much more effective his channel would be if he uploaded daily? Or, because he could, I presume. He does these super long shows, and, well, he's not dying. This is not dying. This is not what a dying channel looks like, okay? If you want to see a dying channel, look at mine. But all jokes aside, like, just fair business strategy, like, he has the resources to be uploading videos daily. I have the resources to upload videos daily. What are you doing, Crowder? What the fuck are you doing, dude? Anyway. Let's go to this video here. It's called Racist Leftist Explodes at Crowder. Changed my mind. So, Steven Crowder has built up a significant amount of his following and his career from doing this thing called Change My Mind, where he'll go to some public location, very careful not to announce where it'll be beforehand. He doesn't want anybody who knows who he is and could be prepared to debate him. And he'll set up a little kiosk with a sign that says some dumb shit like, there are only two genders, change my mind. And he'll get some random person off the street to debate him, someone that has, most likely, statistically speaking, no experience with debate, not a very high amount of political knowledge, no knowledge of how to handle the public spotlight, no fucking media training, nothing like that. And he'll usually win just by the fact that it's an unfair debate, regardless. And that's what he'll do, and he's gotten really popular for this. And whenever he talks to somebody who maybe doesn't do the best job wording their positions or the best job arguing for their positions, he puts them on YouTube, and oh, look how crazy the left is. So I guess a racist leftist exploded, in all caps at Crowder. So let's see what actually happened. Let's see if I can play devil's advocate for this racist leftist, because the left are the real racists, by the way.
That's how we call people yellow. You call them yellow.
Well, you just said what? I'm trying to, because you said white, so I thought color was the right way to do it, right?
No. When you go take.
What should I say?
I'm sorry. When you go take a test, is there a yellow box? There's a white box. Right?
So white is okay, but not yellow or brown.
Y'all are the ones that created these tests.
I didn't create any test. What are you talking about?
Was that exploding? Maybe he just does. I mean, you would imagine that if this is like the coming soon section of the video that's meant to hook you in and get you watching, you would think that they would include the outbursts there. I mean, it's possible later in the video he starts yelling and has some kind of mental breakdown. I mean, that's not out of the question, but you would think he'd include at least a taste or a sampling of that in the very first little, coming soon segment at the beginning, right? In the hook.
If you watch this series and have seen the most recent one with Kendall, Change My Mind usually results in a nice civil discussion where we find common ground and even learn a few new things. Unfortunately, there's always that one guy or gal or Z who's looking to play the same old...
Damn, what a comedic genius. Get it? Because guy, gal, and then Z? You know how he said the neo pronoun third? And the joke is... some people think there's more genders than just two. And that's funny. Isn't that a real funny joke, chat? God, conservative humor is fucking groundbreaking. Honestly, sign this guy up for just every comedy show, please.
Accusation.
Yes, he called me a racist.
He just walked up to you and called you a racist?
Yes, he called me a racist.
But let's take it from the beginning.
Alright, what's popping
Should I be
here?
going up and seeing what's going on? Let's see, let's move at least one camera.
What am I watching right now?
Hey. Hi. What's going on? Hi. You guys like to come down and sit down?
I just don't understand.
Wait, is Crowder not wearing a mask? Hold on, is Crowder a COVID denier? I know he did some debate at some point in like in the past where he was like talking about how the numbers are inflated and it's not as bad as it really is, and wearing a mask doesn't do anything. Is he like legitimately like actually a COVID denier? Of course he is. Okay.
I understand why one of your little friends, that boy over there, I think that, right? Just came over here.
Which boy in the hat?
And called me a racist for no reason.
This guy? In the white hat?
Who is it?
The check shirt, the red and black
Garrett.
check shirt. at the
Really?
back.
Yes, he called me a racist.
Jesus, Crowder's forehead. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do here but ad hom. No arguments are being made yet. Did you notice how fucking big Crowder's forehead there looked? Like when you can't see exactly where it ends, the way that it's shaped makes it look like it's bigger than it actually is. He looks like he has an unironic 5 head, which is ironic considering how small and puny his brain is.
At the
Really?
back.
Yes.
Like, look at that! Am I wrong? I'm not wrong, am I? That is insane. Like his forehead ends like right above this line, but just the way that it's shaped makes it seem like it might be way bigger than it actually is. Or maybe it's the like bend of the camera. Maybe it's the camera, like the lens.
He called me a racist.
I think
Oh.
he's just hiding now.
Oh,
He's hiding
why?
now.
he's just going.
That's what I would like to know.
He just walked up to you and called you a racist?
Yes, he wasn't part of this conversation. Was he part of this
We're
conversation?
having a conversation with this guy. So.
That's
I don't
bizarre.
know
He
them.
said
And,
something
I mean,
like,
the witnesses.
well,
Okay, well, I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on. So, were you there?
I was there.
Did Garrett walk up and call him a racist?
Garrett did not call him a racist. Well, I mean,
Yes, he
Garrett's
did.
coming back.
What?
He called me a
What
racist.
happened is this gentleman right here said that
He said you walked up and called him a racist.
Wait. Hold on. So you have... This was not recorded, apparently. You'd think they'd play the video if it was. So you've got one of Crowder's dudes holding a sign that says, "The COVID death count is inflated, change my mind." Then you have a few other people that were there as well, not part of Crowder's posse, also backing up that one of Crowder's dudes called the other dude racist. And the only people arguing against that are Crowder's other dudes. Why is there so much reverb on your mic? Because I'm in a new fucking room. I'm literally in a new fucking room and I have no furniture or anything for sound dampening. Stop asking about it.
I said
You
that
were part of this
sounds.
conversation.
You want to hear what I said? I said that sounds a bit racist because you said everybody over here is a lot of white. I've seen a lot of white people.
Said that sounds
So I
a bit
said
racist.
Oh, that is, yeah.
That's not racist.
Wait, is it
That-
the majority?
Well, what does
not
it matter
white?
if people are white? By the way, he's black. Did you know that?
That's not racist.
That gentleman
That's
is black.
stating a fact.
Wait, this isn't even like an argument. This is just Crowder starting a fight with someone in public. Also, can we just get a GIF or like a little repeating sound or like a little clip of Crowder pointing over just randomly at the camera saying, "He's black. That guy over there is black." Just in the middle, just yelling in the middle of the street, pointing, "He's black." Can we get that, please? Listen, we'll watch a different Crowder video in a minute. This one doesn't seem like it's gonna be good content, okay? But we'll see.
Oh, okay.
The people who are organizing this event are white.
Okay.
Is that racist?
Well, it's just odd that you would state it.
No, it's not, because we were actually having a conversation.
Oh, okay.
I said I would love to know, how many people are actually on both sides of the spectrum.
Sure.
Republicans and the Democrats over here.
Well, let's
That
go
would
down
be
and
a
talk
little
about
bit-
it.
No.
Oh, so you don't want to know?
Because I'm gonna go shopping.
We can sit down
I
for
asked
3
a
minutes and see
question real
both sides of the
fast, and then
spectrum.
Okay. Alright, Crowder. Listen, my dude. Listen, Crowder. Oh, God. Just imagine being a normal person, not very politically inclined. Maybe you're like pretty progressive, left-leaning, what have you, and you're walking down the street, and you're gonna go shopping with some friends, and you walk by Steven Crowder's kiosk. And you're like, huh, wow, a bunch of white people over there denying the existence of COVID. And, you know, you're walking by, you're doing your thing, and you say, and then some guy from the kiosk goes up to you and says, that sounds pretty racist, pointing out that we're white. And you're like, oh, this dude just called me a racist while I was walking down the street. And then he comes over and starts fucking grilling you and demands that you come sit down with him for a minute when he's off doing his own thing. He was just walking down the street with his friends, shopping. Imagine being in this dude's place. Mind you, we're like 2 minutes in, and there is yet to be like an actual breakdown or like an explosion or anything. Could happen. It could. To be fair, if I was in this guy's position, I would as well, because Steven Crowder is very obnoxious and knows what he's doing here, but, you know.
He came over and
White guy in brown or yellow guy?
I'm Mexican.
Brown.
I'm Mexican.
Brown guy.
That's how we call people. Yellow. You call them yellow.
Well, you just said what? I'm trying to, because you said white, so I thought color was the right way to do it, right?
No. When you go take.
What should I say?
I'm sorry. When you go take a test, is there a yellow?
Wait, Crowder comes off as the more triggered one here. Wait, this is unironically Steven Crowder having a racist temper tantrum in the street. Also, where the fuck is this? I don't know any place. Ever since I went further west than New Mexico, every single place, even the streets, have basically like required you to wear a mask. I don't know where Crowder. I assume he's in like California, right? Isn't that where Crowder would be, like in California or some shit? Like, there's a surprising amount of people not wearing masks in this, but I assume they're all Crowder's lackeys, so that could probably be the reason. I don't know. Wait, hold on. Can we go over this interaction again? Hold on. So Crowder asked the dude what his race was. He said, I'm Mexican. Crowder said, so you're brown. And now he's getting mad and saying, I thought we were going by color. Okay.
Yellow box? There's a white box.
So
Right?
white is okay, but not yellow or brown.
Y'all are the ones that created these tests.
I didn't create any test. What are you talking about?
I mean, when you go take a test,
I just want to make sure that I understand. I see a lot of brown people here.
Yes,
Is that okay? Is that okay for me to say?
It's not.
Well, he's interrupting him. I think he's talking about when you take like a test, like the SAT or whatever, you mark like boxes and there's like, I don't think there's a brown people, like you have white and then you have like other races, I guess. And Crowder's like super fucking triggered.
Not okay to say, oh, you're just a yellow person.
I didn't say you're just a yellow person.
Okay.
I said one white guy to a yellow or brown person.
Yellow, you know what I mean?
I said, yeah, one white guy. Let's sit down and have a good conversation. One white guy to a yellow or brown.
No.
Was that racist?
Mind you, this video is called Racist Leftist Explodes at Crowder. I've yet to see any racism from his end. And I also have yet to see an explosion or a temper tantrum. This just seems like someone who is irritated that Crowder has just like gone up to them, holding a microphone in their face during a pandemic. You know, people have been speaking to the microphone. Mind you, the guy who's in his face also not wearing a mask and is like berating him about his race. I mean, at this point, I probably, like, this dude probably couldn't take Crowder in a fight because Crowder's kind of a big dude. I feel like this dude would be in his right to just fucking sock Crowder in the nose in Minecraft, you know, like you would a tree when you start a new Minecraft world, of course, you know, in a video game. Like, I feel like he's in his right to do that at this particular point in time, as far as this has gone.
My point is, I was pointing out the fact that there are a lot of people over here that are organizing this event that are white. That is a fact.
He's
That's not
Okinawan.
racist.
The man who spoke with you is black.
I asked him.
He's Okinawan. He's Colombian.
I also
He's
asked
black. That man's black.
God, conservatives are really fast to jump to id poll. They love doing it. They really do love doing it. And they do it in the most obnoxious way, too. He's black. We'll let Crowder finish, because there is actually something here that I want to get to after the video concludes.
You're a racist.
I also
Thank you very much.
What do you check? What box do you check that said white?
I have to. You're a racist.
I also
Thank you very much.
What do you check? What box?
How I walk home from school after Veronica rejected me for the final time. Don't come to school tomorrow. Am I the only one that got that impression from his walk there, where he's like walking out the camera, like, you know, like he feels like a real badass? This comes off to me as like Crowder having the breakdown, like the exploding in public and being racist.
I have to. When I purchase a gun, I have to check Caucasian as well as not Latino, which kind of seems racist to me.
What?
I mean, you just have an agenda over here. Just proves what the majority of America thinks about y'all. You're deniers. You're skeptics. I mean, you allow OAN and Fox News to tell you what to believe in instead of actually using your own brain.
True.
Well, all right then. Stay tuned for the next installment.
Well, that was nice. So, I would like to remind you all again, this video was titled Racist Leftist Explodes at Crowder. And literally all this was, oh look, and they showed a little video of him.
A full-length
Look at that! Look at that, they showed a little video of Crowder fist bumping his black friend, you know? Ooh. That's what I like to see. Regardless though, there is something important to learn from this video, as ridiculous as it is and how misleading the title is. By the way, I'd like to point out, if you want some suicide fuel here, this has over 2 million views and overwhelmingly likes, like over 100,000 likes to 2,000 dislikes. Just would like to say, just to sort of take away your will to live, just for a hot minute. So for those of you who haven't killed yourselves already, there is something very valuable to learn from videos like this. The right basically skates by in the world of political discussion on their optics. Believe it or not, but conservatives nowadays are really, really good at optics. They're fucking fantastic at it. They've more or less mastered putting the left into a box and strawmanning it very effectively into looking like a bunch of triggered people who hate white people, who don't, these SJWs don't have any facts on their side. It's just feelings. They have breakdowns in public. Basically, that the left is whatever you would find if you Googled SJW cringe compilation back in 2016. That's more or less what they managed to do. And this video, despite the fact that in this video, the guy doesn't really do anything that crazy. The way that Crowder behaves is the perfect posturing that whenever you put it next to this dude and the way he was behaving, it comes off very differently. So let's analyze that really quickly. So one big thing is Crowder comes off as not being upset at all. We're going to have a bit of a debate teaching thing here. I'll teach you guys some debate tips, right? So Crowder comes off as chill and irreverent, like he doesn't really care. Which he probably doesn't. He's just there to debate people and have a good time, right? He is not emotionally attached to it or anything. That's how he comes off here in this video. This guy comes off as being very emotional. Not necessarily, he comes off as very defensive. This is a big part of it too. Crowder is very much on the offense in this debate, while this dude is on the defense, right? So he feels the need to defend himself. He gets interrupted constantly. Crowder's very good at interrupting people in his debates. When he finds out they're trying to make like a coherent point, he'll be very, very quick to cut them off. which is obviously what frustrates his debate opponents, and then he comes off looking a lot better, like the cool-tempered, cool-headed, factual, based, red-pilled conservative, and that's more or less what he did here. But I do find it funny that if we actually strip away all of the optics that Crowder has been so careful to engage in, you find that Crowder comes off looking really, really bad here. He literally just like went up to this dude and started harassing him, started pointing out the race of everybody in his little group, and did some like, some based id poll. Conservatives are known for their id poll, right? And then walked away looking like a school shooter who's gonna go home and get his dad's like a fucking AK to bring to class the next day. That's how he comes off here. If you peel away all the optics game that Crowder has spent the last at least a decade that he's been in the political space perfectly sculpting. I do find it very funny though. Crowder has had an unironic. Funnily enough, we could retitle this: Steven Crowder has racist outburst in the street. You could rename that video this, and it would be accurate. Just crazy, God, how these right-wing grifters, how much they're able to get by just based on optics, just being able to put the left into such an effective box. It's crazy. Very effective political strategy, but definitely crazy.